Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heijen and I believe in dragons. And welcome again in the forest. I just seen a movie, a very interesting movie. It was called Shin Godzilla, yeah. And that was, wow, that was a very depressing movie. And all the time, it was not just the original Godzilla. I mean, that was a new one who was going to transformations into evolutions, really, really quick. But you saw how he was suffering all the time of these evolutions that he could not stop. It seemed that he always said, "Kill me," the entire movie long, but they weren't able to until the last moment when they froze him. And he just wanted to go into the fifth form, and the fifth form was humanoids, large humanoids. I mean, wow, that was a very depressing movie. So yeah, my brothers and sisters, welcome in the Belgian forest. Let me tell you something more about the Dragon's Path, and something that I came to find out in my path. And this was the protection of the Dragon Realms. This was also the access to the Dragon Realms. I mean, there is a very ancient spell made, a Latin spell about the dragon, so in hopes to open up the dragon gates. The one who made this has a very sincere mind, because it seems very effective to open up the dragon's gate. But if you are going to the dragon's gate without any, just without the dragon by your side, or without any draconic energy within or around you, of any form of protection, then I would not do it. And not because the dragon would attack you. No, the dragon would not do this. But it's the dragon gods that are not happy if you going to invade the dragon realm. The dragon realm is a very highly protective place, far away from this place, on the fifth gate even. That is far away. And so they are there so that they don't have to deal with humanity or anything destructive anymore. So they are there because the dragon gods protect them over there. This is a place of protection and healing. This is a sacred place that only those that have a blessing from the dragon could come to. And this as well, because how protected is the dragon gate? I mean, Levitan doesn't even let everyone in with a dragon soul or with a dragon by their side. And that is for the reason that the dragon, Levitan, is firstly have to visit them before he accesses entrance. I mean, gives entrance to the one who is trying to get in. And sometimes also the dragons are not agreeing with Leviathan's decision. Sometimes of not access this person or this spirit to the dragon realm. But most of the time this is because they still need to learn. And when they need to learn, sometimes for Leviathan can be very strict. And this spell was something like sum saxorum industrium draconis. I'm not telling you this all because you don't need this spell. You don't need this. You have different kind of ways of reaching the dragon. And those who want to open up the dragon's gates and they don't have any form of protection, then I know that these people, they know that they did something wrong if this is indeed opening the gates. Because if one gate opens because of this kind of a spell, then the gods will know, and most of the time the dragon god Leviathan will take action against this, because like I said, this gate is so darn high protected by divine energy and divine strength, so that the Leviathan will immediately step in, or even the other dragon gods as well, so that they can protect their children from those who want to invade it. And I didn't know where the dragon wanted to take me in the beginning of my path, and it seemed that it was inside of the dragon realm, a place that I cannot describe. It's just this place, but it's another side where the dragons are. And I didn't know I didn't know. And that is how you should go to the dragon realms. That from one day to another, your dragon says that it's time to see where they live, where they are now, because the dragon is not here, but it doesn't mean that they are gone. They are over there. And only those who are being guided by the dragon can find the way to the dragon realms. There are so many different gates, everywhere are different dimensions. Such a large book this universe is. And also, and then don't even mention the space between spaces, Levitan's void. Levitan's void is just before the dragon realms, and so Levitan is the key to the dragon realms. And if you don't convince him, then it's, I don't know what he will do, but he's a very strong dragon god, and he always has this last word. And this is very sacred for all of them, for all of the dragon gods, for all of the dragon guardians. So I'm not trying to find it anymore. I've seen it. I've seen this place. I called it paradise. I've seen also hell, Levitan's void, but I also seen this place, and I'm very happy that I saw this. But I'm not going to go back for simply the reason that Levitan can deny access to us. And the reason for that is because you still need to learn things, some certain things. And so not everyone can do this, of course. It's not out of curiosity that you can go to the dragon realms. The dragon needs to be hidden from, we are actually born as a human being with our eyes that cannot see. We cannot see, we cannot feel. Our feelings and our sight have given a handicap so that we cannot feel or see the dragons. But some of us can, and that is simply because of the reason that you are born in a different kind of way, that you are born on the side of dragons, that they have given you the permission to find the way to the dragon realms and to find the way to the other gates as well, so that you can be a traveler. You are born with a gift of traveling, and also a gift of draconic energy. But it doesn't mean that Levitan will always grant you access to the dragon gates, of course, to the dragon realms. Have a little bit of patience. I always say to my brothers and sisters, have patience in this. I never expected the dragon to take me along to the dragon realms, but I was allowed to, even though I was never paid a visit from Levitan, not even from Tiamat, yet that is the first thing that ever happened. The dragon that showed me their realms. I didn't even know about spirits and gods. And I will always remember it. I will never forget it. And you don't need spells like this. I can imagine that the one that made a spell like this had success in opening the gates. But don't never forget that the dragon is not dark or light, and they will do everything to protect their place, their realms, especially against humans who are very destructive. Levitan doesn't even trust all of us. I mean, Levitan doesn't trust actually quite some of us. And before he wants you can gain his trust, you can win his trust, you have to do something for him. And it can be that your gods, it can be Tiamat or Fafnir, or your guardian is saying, oh yes, you are ready. And then you are going with them, and then Levitan stands before the gate and says, no. That means because he sees something and feels something within you that is not ready to go through the to the dragon realms, to this last gate, the gate of the dragon. That is just simply because this is how nature works. And there are a lot of gates, a lot of highly protected gates, and this is one of them. And a simple a text like Sem Saxum Saxorum Industrium doesn't do anything, because you, the ones who have a dragon by their side, needs to use their own words and their own mind, your sincerity and your energy that needs to be expressed and needs to be felt by the dragons and also the dragon gods. It is something that you have to do. You don't need any spell for this. You can create your own spell, and a spell that no one else can use except for you. And that is your only key to go to the dragon realms. Your key, your thing, that the only one that can know how to open the dragon realm is you. And apparently in the first moment that I was going next to my dragon, it was from the first moment it was right. Like I said, I was I was so in trance of the dragon. I was so in love. Everyone could die except for the dragon at that moment. I mean, that is because that feeling that I had was the key that the dragon need to open up the dragon realms, and apparently Leviathan didn't had any problem with me to go through it. And that is how you should reach for their realms. And this is a place that you will never forget, where dragons are, where your dragon is, where a piece of yourself will still be whenever you leave it, so that you will always find a way back to the dragon realms. But like I said, for now I will not go there. I will not go there because I feel that I shouldn't. I feel that Leviathan will deny it. It could, and of course Tiamat. Of course, if it's about Tiamat wants me to go there, but the Leviathan, I don't seem that he wanted it. So for this moment, I will not do it. It's something that you need to feel within you whenever your time is right. That is the same thing that your dragon is saying, that the time is right to go there, but also the time is right to be awakened, or the time is right to evolve to the next level on the dragon's path. Whenever time is right, you will feel it. So there are a lot of witches actually who try to do this, and I can only discourage this. If they want to find the dragon just for personal gain, then I will not. I mean, Leviathan, don't mess with him. Don't do that. That is the worst thing you could do on the dragon's path. Don't mess with him. I mean, I try to do things, and sometimes I know from deep inside I should not, because you will touch Leviathan with this. I talk a lot about him, doesn't I? I mean, this dragon god, is everywhere around us. But the other dragon god, it doesn't make the other dragon gods inferior, of course. They are just next to him. They are just as high. But he has some things to say, and he doesn't seem that fond of humans. Humans are quite destructive, and humans, they have this idea that they are superior, and Leviathan seems to hate it. I feel this a lot from him. The superior feelings that humans have is a disease, and so Leviathan is showing some of the humans that are coming too close to them that they are not superior. I mean, both feet on the ground, and keep yourself there as a human being. That is just it. I was whenever I saw the dragon, I was bowing down to go underneath the dragon. And of course the dragon god Leviathan knows this. He saw this, that I was going humble before my dragon. I said, I am inferior to you. I'm below you, even though my guardian says I'm not. Leviathan uses this. Leviathan knows this. And Tiamat also doesn't require anything like bow or kneel, but Leviathan is, of course, not Leviathan as well, but he sees this. He saw this humbleness, and he gave access. It doesn't seem to see or feel anything that I should do bad, or I should abuse the dragon's power, or abuse this place. I would never ever do that, and a lot of humans would do that. He knows this very much, and that is why he denies so much access. Even some of us with a dragon energy or a dragon by your side, even them are being denied. But that is not because you are bad or something like that. No, that is because Leviathan thinks that you should learn a couple of things more before you come inside of the dragon realms. So this spell is ancient. This spell is Latin, but it wants to say wherever the dragon is made out of dust. I mean from dust came the mountains, and the mountains became the earth. So came the dragon. So something like that. And so this was a very sincere word. These were very sincere words that were made by a brother or a sister from the past, and it worked. It worked a lot. These words were said to Leviathan, and said to his guardian, and said to his god. And so he was granted access, and it seemed that it worked for a lot of people. But you have to use your own language and your own thoughts and your own feelings. And that is also something what I did, and something that also granted me access to the dragon realms and to the void even. You also want to see that. Just you want to see everything. So in order to be one powerful dragon witch. So yeah, a lot of things actually happened in my life as a dragon witch. But I love to explain everything about it, because I love everything that happens on the dragon's path with me, because everything is so magical, even how dark it sometimes can be. Sometimes I see the dark, and with it, at the same time I see the light. I see everything in this world. I want to learn from the dragon. I want to be by their side, not for personal gain, but for my happiness. I am just happy whenever the dragon is there. And that is something that Levitan can feel, or the other dragon gods as well. You cannot pretend for them. You cannot hide for something from them. They will know. They will know. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.